So, on April 2, 2025, President Trump dropped a bombshell, announcing new tariffs on over 180 countries and territories. We're talking a 10% baseline tariff on all imports, but it doesn't stop there. The EU gets hit with a 20% levy, Vietnam 46%, Taiwan 32%, and China, brace yourselves, 54%, including pre-existing tariffs. That's massive. Now, how did the markets react? Initially, there was a bit of optimism. Stocks rose as investors hoped for a less severe plan. But once the announcement was made, reality set in. US stock futures took a nosedive, Dow futures down 2%, S&P 500 futures down 2.7%, and Nasdaq 100 futures plummeting 3.52%. And it didn't stop there. The pain spread to Asian markets the next day. Tech stocks were hit especially hard. Apple dropped 7% after hours, Nvidia fell 5.7%, and Tesla tumbled over 6%. Why? Because these companies heavily rely on international supply chains, especially in China and Taiwan. It's a rough ride for tech right now. On the international front, reactions were swift and strong. China vowed resolute countermeasures and urged the US to cancel the tariffs. The EU is also gearing up for potential countermeasures if negotiations fail. It's safe to say, this move has rattled some cages. Economists are sounding the alarm, warning that these tariffs could disrupt global supply chains, fuel inflation, and slow economic growth. Some analysts think this might just be a tough starting point for negotiations, with rates possibly coming down later. But for now, uncertainty looms. And let's not forget the political implications. There are concerns that these tariffs could hurt Republicans in the 2026 midterm elections. In fact, a bipartisan Senate vote rebuked Trump's tariff policy, with 4 Republicans joining the Democrats. It's clear this issue is dividing opinions across the board. As if that wasn't enough, other news is adding to the market volatility. Tesla's Q1 deliveries were lower than expected, contributing to their stock decline. On a brighter note, ADP data showed stronger than expected private payroll growth in March, but overall, it's a mixed bag right now. So what's next? Will we see negotiations smooth things over, or are we in for a prolonged trade war? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. These tariffs are making waves across the globe. That's it for today's update. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on the latest news. Stay informed, folks. See you next time.